Hello everybody, what's going on? Jerome here from AwesomeSauceFilms with episode 2 of our Pokemon Fire Red Let's Play. So, let's move on with the game. We just left off by dropping off Oak's parcel, and now we're heading back up to Viridian City. And for our first Pokemon, we chose Squirtle, so let's keep moving on with this. I'd like to also catch a Pidgey in the first area, just so that I can have a flying type for later on in the game. And it's also good to get one early on, that way you can train them, because it's kind of annoying just to have one fill up a space in your party but serve no purpose whatsoever for battles, so we're going to grab him. Also, I have a different style of training than a lot of other people. What I do is I don't necessarily get a full party with 6 people off the start of the game and then replace them as I go on with the game, because I feel like if you get those Pokemon XP, then it's just wasted XP because you're just going to get rid of them in the end. So what I do is the only Pokemon I catch are ones that I'm going to keep for the rest of the game. So Pidgey, I'm going to keep for the rest of the game. Squirtle, I'm going to keep for the rest of the game. And if you don't get the logic one more time, it's basically that if you face a trainer, you can only face him once. So there's a limited amount of XP, and if you give that XP away to a Pokemon you're going to not be using, then you might as well just be wasting XP. There's no point to it at all. So that's why what I'm going to do is I'm only going to catch the Pokemon that I would like to keep for the rest of the game. Anyway, as I said before, it's a live commentary, and I had a few people give some suggestions and also some tips. Like one guy, he was in my last video. I'll put a link to his channel in the description of this video. I think his name was XX Tech Deck XX or XX Tech Dude Tech XX. I'll put the link to his channel on the bottom, and basically he gave me a video to show me how to trade over emulators. So that's good news, because I remember I was saying before, if I could learn a way to trade, I'll be getting a Ghastly, so I'll be getting him, and I'll try and get my hands on an Abra as well. That way I can train them to Alakazam and Gengar, which are really good. Don't think I'm going to go for the third one, Golem. I mean, Golem's decent, but he's not fantastic. Same thing with Machoke to Machamp. I've never done that, I don't think, ever. I just don't like Machamp. It's not that good. He's decent, but so I'll just probably do the Alakazam, and I'll get Gengar as well for my Pidgey and Squirtle. And then my last 2 spots I'm going to fill up with, no matter what, a Dratini. I'm going to get my hands on a Dratini somehow. And I think, I'm not sure yet, the last one will either be Gyarados or... See, I don't know, that's where I'm stumped. I don't want to replace it with a second dragon. But I know Gyarados isn't necessarily dragon, he's water and sometimes considered flying. Depending on the game, it's weird. They always change them. He can be dragon, he can be water flying. It's the only Pokemon I know that changes types from game to game. I mean, I'm sure there's others, but the only one I can think of is that. And yeah, so I think I'm just going to grab my Pidgey right now instead of moving out of the actual city itself. So hold on, let me just go grab a Pidgey real quick. Actually, no, I'm not going to let you guys suffer through the boredom. I'm just going to move on to the actual, what is it called, Viridian Forest, and start moving on with the game, because I know you guys don't want me just sitting around catching them. And I'll catch them during one of my off-skit or off-scene things, and I'll just give you guys a heads up once I actually catch one, which shouldn't be that long. Okay, so we're going to be moving up through Viridian City, and hopefully by the end of this episode we'll be able to get through Viridian Forest. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to, and if we don't, I'll just extend the video, because I can extend the video as long as it needs to be. So we will definitely get to the end of Viridian Forest, and I doubt there will be extra time, but if time allows, maybe I'll take out the first or so trainer in Brock's gym, but I don't like starting something I can't finish in this. So anyway, we've got to sit by and watch the old man catch a Pokemon, which is actually really annoying, because I used to like in the other games where it would ask you if you want to do these things. Like Pokemon Red, it would ask you if you want to do this, or, and you could just say no if you knew how to do it. If you didn't, whatever, I guess you knew how now. But, I don't know, it's just a pain to sit through watching them do this. And they do this in a lot of games, too. Like, I was doing my Pokemon Emerald commentary on Machinima Realm, and what I noticed was they have this one cutscene where you have to help this guy out named Wally. But the thing is, you don't actually help him. You just sit there and watch him catch a Pokemon. And it's the most pointless cutscene, and it takes like 2 to 3 minutes, and I don't know, it's just annoying because it serves no purpose whatsoever. And yeah. But of course, this guy, I guess he gave us the Teachy TV, which actually does nothing really in reality. I don't know if you guys have played this game before. I haven't played in a while, but I have, and as I remember, I don't think I used the Teachy TV once. In fact, I don't even know what it does. I should probably look it up, but it's not necessary to the game at all, in any way, shape, or form. Alright, so this should be interesting, trying to beat the Viridian Forest using only a Squirtle, because, I mean, Squirtle's a water type, and we have a bunch of poison types, grass types, and bug type. but I guess the only one of those that could really do a lot of damage was the grass type. So I'm going to avoid the grassy areas for now, just take on the trainers that I see, maybe hopefully dodge a few for now, and I'll go back and face them later, but I would like to try and get through actually alive, you know, like not actually have one of my Pokemon faint. Alright, so we caught our first trainer right here, and yep, he's a bug catcher, so probably just going to see a lot of Caterpies and Weedles. But one thing I do like is when you get to face the Kakunas that they have, or the Metapods that they have, because those do no damage to you whatsoever, but what they do is they give you free XP, even though they take a while to defeat, because all they do is use Harden, and Harden, and Harden, and Harden, and get harder and harder to kill, but you get the point. It still works very well, because you just get a lot of XP for it, and you don't do any damage to your Pokemon at all. Very beneficial. And, yeah, oh, that's another thing. If you see, I know in these woods you can, it's very rare, but you can see a Metapod or you can see a Kakuna, not like from a trainer. I was talking about a trainer before. These are wild types, and although I don't know why you would want a Butterfree or a Beedrill, well, I can see Butterfree because they can, you know, Stun Spore and Poison Powder and Sleep Powder, but no Beedrill. But anyway, the point is, don't catch them when they're in their evolved state because they're just a pain to train. I know they evolve to their next level at level 10, but the problem is if you catch them in their Metapod or Kakuna state, they don't know Tackle. All they know is Harden. As opposed to if you catch, say, a Weedle at level 6. You only have to grow him one level, and he knows Tackle throughout his entire Kakuna stage. So always just, you know, sacrifice the few levels in the beginning just so you can actually train him yourself. And it's also beneficial because, I don't know if you know, instead of XP sharing or swapping out your Pokemon, like you put one in and take it out, and then, like, you know, you keep doing that. If you actually train them, I don't know how to explain this because it's pretty complicated. You can check it out online, but it gets a certain amount of points, not XP points. There's a certain amount of points that you don't actually know what they are. They're not given to you. It's just programmed into the game, and it helps develop your Pokemon better. So basically, say you give your Pokemon a rare candy, it'll get less of these points for the various stats, and in the end, he'll be a weaker than one you legit trained. Even though it'll be quicker to use the rare candies, they will be weaker. And once again, it's not something you can see. You don't know what the damage that you've done to them are until the end of the game when you actually see their stats. But yeah, you can check it out online. There's a way to, I think, calculate it, but I mean, it's a pain. I don't know why you'd want to sit through that, but I'm sure some things like Cerebi.net have it, and what is it, Maryland.com? I know there's a commentator Maryland. I think he has a website as well. Or there might actually be the same website, Maryland and Cerebi. I'm not sure. Anyway, just check out either one of those, and you know, you should be able to find a nice little page on that, or even, I think it's called Bulbapedia. There's a lot of websites out there. So we're going to dodge that one bug-type trainer right there, hopefully move on through. I'll come back and face them all later as training, but I'm going to do that off-camera because I'd like to get kind of just the actual traveling portion down with you guys and nothing else but that. So, gotta be moving on with that. And one thing I would like to see if you guys wanted to do, I don't know if Mitch would be up for it. I doubt he would, but I saw a comment in one of the... Oh, Pikachu. Well, I mean, I guess that fills up. I didn't know what to get for my 6th Pokemon. I guess we'll grab a Pikachu then. Fantastic. Hopefully I won't knock him out. Oh, Thundershock. He better not kill me. Yeah, he's going to kill me unless I can catch him in this next move, so this is not good. Alright, Tackle. Fantastic. I'm going to get owned right here, I bet you, trying to catch this. That'd be terrible. Well, actually, it wouldn't be too bad. I could just sprint my way back to where I was in about a minute. But, anyway, yep, I lost. Okay, well, basically... What I want to see if you guys wanted me to do was have Mitch go through using Leaf Green while I do Fire Red. And then what we can do is we can kind of like match up and see where we are in the game and move on from there. I don't know if you guys would want us to do that, but that's just a little thought someone had in the other video, and I thought it would be a pretty cool idea if Mitch did that. So comment in the bottom if you want Mitch doing that as well for Leaf Green, and we'll see if we can work something out. But once again, no promises. I don't really know if he wants to do that necessarily. Probably not. Haven't even talked about it to him myself, but he's in Barbados right now, so you know, it would be for a little bit in the future when he does it. Alright, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to stop commentating real quick, and I'm going to cut it all the way back to where I got to in the Viridian Forest when I last fainted, so hold on. Okay guys, we're back, and I just got back to where I was in the Viridian Forest, so hopefully we'll be able to move on a little more successfully next time. And here's one of the Kakunas I was talking about. And generally, if you see them in the wild, once again, they will only have Harden, so you might not want to go after them. But I'm just going to take the free XP, guess you can call it, and move on to the next one. Maybe get my Squirtle up to level 10. One thing that I'm thinking is the reason why I want that Pikachu is because when I get to Cerulean Gym, the second gym leader, that's a water type, and with a water type I'll have and a Pidgey at that point, I'm not going to be doing much damage. So what I'm going to do is during the next, like cutscene or after this is over, and when I don't actually show you guys what's going on, I'm going to catch a Pikachu as well as a Pidgey, and I'm going to train them so that I can in the future take out that next gym, and yeah, then we'll move on from there. I should be able to move on with the game pretty successfully after that, just catching them. But it's the only thing I can think of doing for the second gym leader. I don't know how else I'm going to do it without getting that Pikachu. So I'm going to search through here, which is actually really annoying because it takes a long time to catch Pikachus, or find them. I mean, not catch. Find them in Viridian Forest. I don't know why they make it so difficult, but I guess because it's here we go. Alright, so we got a little lucky there. Level 3 this one is. I think we have our Pikachu. Never mind, I might not have to do it off camera, so let's see if I can get this. And, alright, we got him down to yellow. Let's see what we can do from there. Alright, come on. Pokeball. And it looks like we're running low on time, so what I'm going to do is, after I get out of the Viridian Forest and get to Pewter's City, I'm going to cut it there. Got just as far as I told you guys we did, right outside of Viridian Forest. Couldn't do anything extra, but I mean, that's fine, Nothing wrong with cutting it off. I'll be able to just do it in another part, no big deal. But until then, let's just see if we can try and finish up catching this Pikachu and get on to the next section. And I'm going to be really mad. I only have 2 Pokeballs left, and I can't lower Pikachu's health anymore, because if I do, then he'll faint. So this is going to be really, 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 really bad if I cannot catch him. Come on. And there we go. We got him. Last second. Fantastic. Alright, so we got our Pikachu, our electric type, into our party, and we are ready to move on to Pewter City and hopefully take on the rest of the people. As for Pewter City, if you're wondering what I'm going to do, pretty self-explanatory, I think. Just use my Squirtle, because, I mean, it's all rock type, and Squirtle's a water type, so that's what we're going to have to do. And, yeah, I think this is the last trainer. There might be one more bug-type trainer coming up ahead, and once we're done with those, that'll be out of the Viridian Forest. Oh, one thing I'd like to see, I was wondering, how many people actually still play Pokemon Heart Gold or any of those type of games? Because one of my friends brought it up to me. Not that I should commentate it, that like he just got it randomly because his brother gave him his DS, and it just made me think, like, how many people actually still play it now that Black and White are coming out? I mean, I know we don't have any Japanese viewers, but I know that being it came out in Japan, a lot of Japanese people have moved into Black and White instead of Heart Gold and Soul Silver, so want to see if how many people are actually still playing it, or how many people are actually just waiting for the next games to come out, or how many people don't really care, because I'm sure a lot of you guys probably don't even care about Pokemon. To be honest with you, I'm probably not even going to get Black and White, because whereas I'm a fan, I just like playing kind of the older ones, just to kind of go through it and reminisce, I guess you could say, in some ways, but nothing really that special, I'm not like a fanatic of the whole Pokemon thing. Anyway, so yeah, we're about to finish off this guy's Weedle. Actually, a challenging battle. He's level 9 compared to my level 9 as well. But the problem is bug types are naturally weak. They just are nowhere near as strong as anything else you're going to find in the game. And to be honest with you, I don't even understand why you would want a bug type in your final party. So, I mean, just kind of giving you my views on bug types. I'm sure there are some people that like using Butterfree. I guess that's understandable, but that's probably the only one I could actually even comprehend your reasoning behind using, because it does have Sleep Powder, Poison Powder, Paralyze, like I said before. And oh no, Mitch is fat fainted. Alright, that's okay though, because we're just at Pewter City, and luckily we caught that Pikachu, or else we would have been poisoned and fainted back there, and that would have been a pain. Anyway, guys, I think that's all we're going to have time for today. Thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for part 3. Be sure to tell me what you want me to improve upon in the bottom, and subscribe and rate the video. Thank you, and good night.